Hey there folks, it is day 15, evening 15. I'm going to spend a couple of hours out here this evening. As you see, looks a little bit different now with the walls up. It's a little bit tighter in here, kind of, but not really. So I'm just going to remove those clamps, tidy up the glue that's around the edge sort of thing. And I'm going to rip that last 2x10 by 12 by 10 2x10 by 10 that I got down there into framing lumber, because I have to frame the frame a little bit of inside over there, as well as put the stringers across for the roof. And tomorrow it's supposed to be raining. It's been really warm and sunny the past few days, so I want to get this done. So tomorrow, if I have to work in here, that's fine. I won't have to get wet. So by the end of the night, I'm hoping to get probably this beam right across here, because where it intersects over on the other side, that's where my wife's bunk, or I've been told it might be my bunk, will land. So I want to get that across there so that tomorrow I can finish off making that bunk and take a closer look at starting the curve, because I'll be ripping those pieces similar to these tonight as well. Don't tell anybody, but I made a trip to Princess Auto. I got some screws and a few more clamps, and I got this. Yes, a metal shrinker and stretcher. That's what they kind of look like. Never used it before, but I'm hoping to use it here on the aluminum. Don't tell anybody. Shh. I think the most irritating, not irritating, let's go with irritating thing about getting back to work at this every day is actually just taking stuff out of here and putting it outside for the time being while I'm working. But, you know, I don't have a huge space, but at least I have a space, and it's a pretty nice space to build the trailer. This was the piece that I used last time for the curve, and I put a little mark right there, roughly about the length that I'd need. So let's just see. So I'm looking at one-handed, propping it right there. So we're looking at, let's go with 6 feet, 79 inches. So each one of these got to be 6 feet. So I gotta be conscious of when I'm ripping these with things with knots, because that may not give me full 6 feet. But anyway, might as well just start ripping some of these narrow pieces here. I need 6, 7, 8, and a couple more. I think I'll do 10 if I can get them for building the curve right there. Well, I looked at some of the offcuts that I had, as well as some of the other pieces, the studs. And I don't think I could get 6 feet without striking a knot, which is what I need for the curve. Right, that's right there. So this is the piece of 2x10 that I'm going to rip, and it looks like the first good chunk of it is pretty clear. So I should be able to get a lot of pieces out of this. So I've got my 2 rollers set up. I got one set up here, one set up on the other side of my table saw. And I'm going to rip a whole bunch of 3/8 strips. Now I might have said 1/4 inch strips before, but it's actually going to be 3/8 strips. I'm going to cut 10 of them. Then I'm going to rip the rest of this into framing material to finish off the inside of the trailer. Well, that took longer than expected. Didn't realize how long it would take to rip all these strips. Now I got these strips, which make up about 4 inches. So really I need inch and a half, 3 inches. So I got some extra strips here just in case they don't work out. So I got those and 2 pieces over there out of 2 by 10 by 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 pieces. This weird offcut and a couple of pieces over there. Okay. All right, that's good. So now take a look and probably stick a piece across up there. Oh, the joys of building out of multiple pieces of wood that twist and bend when the humidity changes. Anyway, so the piece that I want to install now before I finish up for the day is just right across here. Because what's going to happen is that, like I said, mine or my wife's bunk, it was supposed to be here, but it's actually going to be moved over a little bit. You see that mark there? It's going to follow up here, across, and up here. So because this is going to be a wall and there's going to be a little cabinet here, then there's going to be our wet room from there down. So I wanted to put in this piece across here tonight, because tomorrow when I come out, which will be day whatever, I'll work on this section as well as start the curve. As I mentioned earlier in the video, another video, these are a little longer than that was in my wife's plans, so I'm going to mock it up. We may just keep that, or I may just trim that piece right there. We're going to see what goes as a nice natural curve for that there. But right now, anyway, so get back to it. Piece go across here. I measured up here, and as you know, it's hard with the tape measure to get an inside corner measurement. I'm sure there's a way. I don't know. I usually round it up, then trim it back. I measured down here, and it was 71. Measured here, across here, and a 71 on the outside of the soffits. So then it's like, why don't I just go up and measure the outside from here to over here? And again, that's 74. Sorry, 74. Subtract 3, and gives me 71. So that's what I'll do. I'll cut a 71. This may or may not. I think this is a smidge less than 71. It might be 70 and like a hair off of 71. But anyway, it is what it is. So I'm going to cut a 71 and then pop that in and then clean up and call it an evening, and then come back out tomorrow for continuing the building. Just did the other side. Now I gotta take care of this side. Gonna get up here. Okay, so I got this piece up here. I got it PL'd and screwed, 71. Same distance as back there. And I got a sort of a combo clamp thing going on here. There we go. Tighten up a little bit. Good stuff. 7 o'clock. I'm gonna call it a night. Gotta put all my stuff away, put everything back in. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a couple of these boards and I'm gonna spray them with the hose, get them nice and wet. And I'll show you how I'm gonna hang them in here overnight to try to get a little bit of curve. May work, may not, we'll see. I told you I was gonna wet the boards. This is like third dampening. So I'm just gonna let that soak in, finish cleaning up the garage, then bring those in and I'll show you what I'm gonna do with them tonight. Okay, those clamps are about almost 1.5 kilograms. Okay, so this is what I decided on doing. Got the wet boards put in between here, clamp put over here, over on the other side, it'll clamp here, not clamp down hard, just held in place. And I've got my clamps there to weigh it down. So they're going to be there for probably 12 hours. We'll see if it helps with bending the strips that are going to be going here. I'm not quite sure. If it works, it works. And if it works, I'll start bending the rest of them in groups of 4, put weights on them, and probably put them somewhere else. Maybe upstairs. I have a second story in the garage here. Maybe put them up there, or geez, for that matter, even hang them up outside. Do the same thing. Put a weight on them. Get a bit of a curve in them to begin with before I start mounting them up. So there you have it. There, the end of day 15. That's it. We'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. And yes, clamps are good for more than clamping.